Three, two, one. Here I am open with my opinions, advice, and experiences. With love, heartbreak, college, creativity, and so much more. These are my stories. Raw, uncut, and real. Real talk with Tia. Hello, welcome back. It's been so long, but I'm back. I have literally just been doing nothing with my life. Honestly, I have no excuse to why I haven't put out a video. But here is a new video, and hopefully I will never go on another hiatus like that again. I was just in a really weird, creative space. But now I feel like I'm back and I want to do something cooler with my videos. So, yeah. So this time I kind of wanted to talk about something that I've realized a lot about lately, and that is self-love. Something that's so important and something that a lot of people can say that they do possess self-love, and some people can think they possess self-love. But I am here to discuss what self-love is, how you can possibly obtain it, and my personal experiences with self-love. So for me, my definition of self-love is really whatever you think self-love looks like to you. I think that it's more than just loving yourself, because we can all say, I love myself, And it sounds like something so simple, but to really know who you are and appreciate who you are as a human being, I think that is something so important to just understand, what your purpose is at the moment in life, and who you are and what you want to be and what you really want to get out of this crazy thing called life. So self-love to me is literally me being able to say, I know who I am, and I know how I carry myself, and I know what I like, and I know what I want out of life. And for me, I think it's so important that I've realized that now, because years ago, I would say, yeah, I love myself. Self-love is, I love myself. And I could say that, but to actually mean it is something completely different. Because I know there were times where I thought I loved myself and I knew what self-love was. But if you are literally just letting yourself go, if you have no control of what you're doing in life, and you're so unsure and you feel like you're just wandering around this world aimlessly just trying to figure life out, I feel like that doesn't definitely deter you from knowing what self-love is. But personally, I was literally just doing whatever with my life, and I didn't really care about who I was. I cared way too much about what people thought about me, and I really tried to sculpt myself to the societal norm, I guess. And I feel like loving yourself means that you are comfortable being uniquely you. Because ultimately, no one in this world is like you. You are unique in this world. No one in the entire universe, the however billion people in the world, no one is like you. And I feel like that is something so incredible and something so magical to think about. And I feel like if you don't embrace who you are, that's something that you should work on, because there's something in you that you have to embrace and that you need to embrace, because a lot of people in this world don't have that unique quality that you have. So try to find that thing, embrace it. I think also when I was a little bit younger, I always worried about what people thought about me, or if I wore something that I liked, I wanted to make sure other people liked it. And I feel like we're human. We definitely care about what other people think sometimes, but to constantly sculpt your life around what other people will think of you, or constantly worry is this gonna be right? Are people gonna accept me for doing this? I feel like that is so lame and that's so whack. And I feel like you have to understand like who you are to be comfortable with just letting it out and doing whatever you want to do. I know like for a while, like Tinder, I talked about Tinder, but for a while, like I wouldn't tell people that I met other people on Tinder. And in my mind, I thought, okay, if I actually start like getting in a relationship with someone from Tinder, I would never tell anybody that we met on Tinder. But you know what? I am on Tinder and I am proud of it. It is something that I'm not ashamed of doing. I know that it is not the typical way of dating, but you know what? I like it. It's fun. It's interesting. So I don't care what other people think about me being on Tinder. Also, my appearance lately, I've been super like slaw with my appearance. I know like I used to always, especially in college, like I feel like that's the worst time because you always want to dress to impress in college. And I was doing it for all the wrong reasons actually. I used to dress like literally for guys' attention. I used to want to be better looking than like that girl that was just like always put together. But you know what, like it really makes no sense, like because more than likely no guy was looking at me. And if he wasn't gonna approach me and be like, hey, your outfit looks nice. No girl was like paying attention to what I was wearing. Like she was just having her shit together because she may have a job interview coming up or something. I don't know. Either way, like I did these ridiculous things, and I literally like tried to put myself together a lot of the times just for the attention of others and for the attraction of others, which is silly, and it like goes beyond me. And I really was just in a weird place in my life to where I cared so much about what other people think that now I will literally go out of the house without even touching my hair, and I will literally like sleep in something and then wake up and then possibly just go out and look like trash. But I don't care. Like it's literally like me. I'm comfortable. You know, I'm doing what I want to. Of course, I love to dress up and I love to like look cute, but it's different now because I feel like I'm happily saying like, Tia, you look cute, and I'm happy that you look cute for you. So I think that's important. I think that's something that we should all be able to do, and we should all just not worry about what other people are thinking about you because no one else actually probably cares. Like, you know that saying, like, dance like no one's watching? I've literally been able to do that now. And honestly, things like this have come after I've graduated college. Like, all these revelations have, like, just hit me now. But I'm so happy to say that, like, I'm able to, like, be free now. And I'm able to just, like, do things. Like, whenever I go out to clubs, sometimes I do dance like no one's watching, and I do not care. And sometimes I am just, like, so carefree, and I'm not really worried about guys, and I'm not really worried about other females. Like, I'm so happy to say that, like, literally I don't care who else is in the club with me or who else is in the bar. I'm just out to have fun with my friends. And I know for me, like, the bar scene is just somewhere that I'm not, like, huge on, but I've always enjoyed it because I've had time to spend with my friends. But before, it used to be a whole situation where I would just get dressed up or try to be super cute for no reason, for everybody else except for myself. So if you do that, do it for yourself. Like, you will make yourself look so much better if you dress up for yourself. And if you don't wear heels, if you don't like wearing heels, you will be so much happier if you wear flats. You will thank yourself for wearing those flats and not wearing painful heels because you think someone else is going to be looking at you and you think your legs will be super cute and there's heels. So yeah, but if you like wearing heels, that's fine too. You know, go for you, do you, whatever's your preference. You know, embrace it. Embrace who you are and embrace what you like. If your style is completely different from everyone else's, if you have just like this casual chic look, then rock that. Like, don't let anyone tell you that you should change, because again, like, the more you feel confident and more comfortable you feel in your own light, then the more people will be like, hey girl, your outfit is really cute, or I really like your style. And you can confidently wear that on your shoulders and be like, yeah, well, I just did this for myself, not you. So self-love, it's something that you kind of have to search for sometimes. And sometimes it can be super easy, sometimes it may be a little bit more difficult, but it's honestly like who you are. And it's just what you enjoy and what you want to get out of this thing called life, and how you want to live your life. Do you really want to live your life like saying like, I always did things because this person wanted me to do it, or I always tried things because I thought that would be the cool way to do things? No, I would say you probably don't. You want to do things because you enjoy it. You want to wear things because you like it. You want to be whoever you want to be. Like, don't go into life, or don't continue life constantly worrying about everybody else and worrying about everything else. Because I think, honestly, like, self-love is actually the best part of being selfish. And we're all selfish a little bit, and I think that's okay to be selfish. Ultimately, I think you need to know yourself and you need to love yourself before you go on to get married or have children. And I feel like that's something important that you should be able to share with your kids, and something that you should be able to pass along to them and teach them how to love themselves. Because, you know, if you can't set that example for other people that you are bringing into this world, then I feel like that's just going to be harder for them to learn as well. So spread self-love, spread joy, spread happiness, spread peace, because you are the only you in this world, and you should love that. Until next time, y'all.